Welcome to Ishura's World. I'm your life coach, 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 Ishura's World. I'm your life. I'm your life coach. Hi, everybody. My name is Ishra, and welcome to my world. You guys, it is a beautiful day in Mama Sheba's house, you guys. Today, it's a beautiful day in Mama Sheba's house, aka Ish, your international life coach. And today is actually a show and tell of a new set of tarot cards that I just received from the occult store from Ocean Setmat. Check out our website. And it is a new set that spoke to me as soon, like, yeah, it spoke to me to the point where, ooh, my nipple twitched. That's what tarot cards do to me, guys. I'm so excited. These are the cards. These are the cards. I saw this card and I'm one of those people who believe that when you purchase metaphysical things, you're not just purchasing stuff, you're bonding with your item. And I bonded with this item as soon as I saw the picture. As soon as I saw the picture, and I fell in love with it. And I'm not one of those people with like 20 different tarot cards. Like, I use the old school writer for my whole life since I got into the spiritual game of life. And I've never seen a set like this before. So when I saw it on the website, I was like, oh my God. And I guess because I'm a little impartial when it comes to, I guess, the Indian culture, because I believe in past lives. I've had an Indian experience, and I so also believe that my parents have Indian lineage, from tribes like Ojibwe, Chickasaw, Kiowa, and Arawak. And I truly believe this because I always had a Indian way about myself. And I fell in love with these cards. Check out, you guys, the back design. I learned from in the book that it's the explanation of good and evil, and they did it going in different ways. The artist, and I knew there was a reason why I fell in love with these cards. The artist is a male and female couple. And like, I noticed with these cards, I'm connecting with these cards a little bit different from my first tarot card. Like, when I was a kid, I just brought tarot and started reading people's like fortune and shit for fun, and then I started charging. But I've never connected with my cards as hard as I connected with these, and I've done like two rituals with them so far, and I'm gonna do one more, which is read my tarot. I think this is gonna be a special deck for me. I think this deck I will only use when I'm asking the gods and the goddesses about my particular situation and what I should do, because I feel very emotionally connected to these cards. The artwork is unbelievable with these cards. Like, the artwork is awesome. This is the warrior woman. Don't we all have one of those in us? Like, their pictures are like, I like the fact that what's reflecting on the card is my color. That's what I like about these cards. But I also like the artwork, and it was also an extra positive note when I found out a wife and a husband made these cards together, because both of them, like me, have Indian background. But these cards are freaking beautiful. Now, with tarot card, if the card comes reversed, that means it's the opposite of what the card means and things of that nature. But again, when I got these cards, I was like, no, I'm going to do a video on this. I'm going to do a video on this and show these people how beautiful these cards are, how beautiful they are. And look at this one, the Trapper, the Trapper. This one. This is the World. She is on. See, I like this card. I remember. I read the book, you guys. Oh, they also give you a book with different layouts and what each card mean. I read the book. Most of it is going out my head, but if something resonates with me, then it'll stay in my head. And I remember reading about this card and the World. The turtle is actually similar to the world goddess, the water goddess, and the woman on top of her is um is sitting on like the tree of life, and she's basically safe with the goddess, and the turtle's supposed to be the goddess. So if I would see this card in a reading, and a girl is stressing about a man or something, I would tell her, you're strong enough to know if you need to stay or if you need to move on. But this artwork and this deck, like, I really fell in love. Well, this was another one, the Star. The Star. This spider also represents a deity. I don't remember the deity that it was, but it represents a female deity. Again, the artwork is phenomenal. Oh, look at this. This is the wish card. When I remember a little bit about this card. This is the wish card. They have in Indian culture where when they want to give someone positive wishes into adulthood, they make them sit in a circle with the family and bless wishes on that person. Same thing as a baby shower and things of that nature. And I remember that's where they came up with the scene for this card, which is the wish card. And by looking at this card, since connecting with my cards, if I were to flip this card, the wish card, in your heart area, then that would tell me you're trying to reach something that you're not going to be able to get. Because the wish card is for wishing upon it. And if it's on your heart and I feel like a negative vibe, then I think there's something you're lacking to actually get through with it. But again, the artwork is phenomenal. This is the Chief of Pipes. Oh, what I liked about this, oh, check out the Lovers. This is different from the Rider pack. The Lovers. You see the guy playing the flute and the woman in the background with the shield and in her hand. Indian men used to play the flute to draw women to them. Like, my dad is a guitar player. There's music in my bloodline for long ways. Shout out to Plug 2, De La Soul, that's my cousin. Bloodline has nothing but music in it, and he's not the only one. There are plenty of people in my family that is connected to music, and somehow, because my bloodline is nothing but entertainers and music, just on a different level than the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's. And they used to play their flute to draw the women to them and show their affection for them. Oh, this is the Union card. Very different from the Lovers card. The Union card is like starting a new business or starting a new connection or love. And notice that the girl has a feather in her hand. Yeah. Notice the girl had the feather in her hand. And I love the drawings and the pictures, and they're really, really beautiful. And they're just completely different from my regular Rider set. And I've decided I'm going to use the Rider set for like readings, but this is my personal, oh my God, Ishara, what am I supposed to do? Ishara, what am I supposed to do? Oh, figure it out. Talk to me, cards. Help me. God and Goddess, help me figure out what I need to do. Like, if you close your mind. And just listen, you'll be able to tune into what they're telling you. Ooh, they're telling me I'm strong, even though I pulled it from the bottom of the deck and not the top like I'm supposed to. I don't do what other people do, and I pulled out the Strength card. Check out the Strength card. What do you notice about the strength card? I'll give you a second. Yes, we're playing quiz. Fast forward if you don't want to wait. Doo-doo. What do you notice about this? I'm noticing something. I'm going to tell you mine if you tell me yours. Boom, boom. What I remember from what the book says, it said that the woman and the tiger had the same eyes. That's what I remembered off the cuff without even looking at the picture. And they explained how the reason why they have the same eyes, it's because they're one and the same. Your strength is inside of you. There's two parts of you. The strength is inside of you. So if I got a girl in my space crying about not having a job, not having a good situation for herself, and this card comes up, I'm going to let her know that she's got the power to change that. It's up to her, but she would most likely have to start making different decisions or being more consistent with the decisions that she's making. The strength card. Anyway, guys, there's plenty of videos for you to see the different signs and the different drawings of these tarot cards, but I had to do a freaking video on it, you guys, because seriously, so in love with these tarots, and me and my tarot has done so much that, again, I've already ordained it to be, which is um, this is my personal deck. This is my personal. If I have a question about life, this is the deck I'm gonna use. Oh, sound the alarm. Also, look out for my future videos. I actually have, because I fell in love, you guys. Okay, breathe. I'm super excited because I fell in love with this deck, you guys, and I connected with this deck like nobody's business. My first tarot card deck, I didn't read the instructions. I just started reading people's future. Like, I'm doing it completely different with this new deck, and I just like this connection, and I feel it and I love it. And I guess I'm one of those weird people that really connects with some of the pieces and objects that they purchase. So check out, you guys. Warning, warning. Check out. I actually purchased two more decks, and I'll be doing reviews about it and from the places I purchased them from. And one is more like a dark, you know, nasty, ill, I'm scared with every single card type deck. And the second one was a more African American. They call it the African American tarot deck, but um, those are the two that I'm going to be reviewing, and those two will most likely either be what I use outside of my old writer deck on choices of people. Because now that I have different tarot decks, I can offer the person who wants the reading what deck would they like their reading from, and I think that would add to my service. So yeah, this is the Native American Tarot deck, and I really again resonated this with this tarot deck. I really, really did, and it allowed me to see that, okay, with the old writer deck, where's it's all the way in my writer deck is all the way inside of my bag, and I don't want to get up to get it. But when it comes to the writer deck, you have to understand with the writer deck that it's more pictorial. What I like about this deck, it's more spiritual. When you read the book, you realize they broke it down in oh God, in a more spiritual basis, which allows me to read the energy and what's going on in the complex situation much easier. But for example, in this book, in the old book, they would do queen, coins, king, things of that nature. But they do the matriarch, the chief, the warrior, and the maiden. They don't use the pentacle, they use the maiden. They don't use warrior. They use, I think, the soldier or the knight or something, whatever. But my older deck, the old rider deck, is more so of a pictorial picture. This, I feel, the way the couple drew the picture, because they looked at it in more than just astrologically what the card is supposed to say for 72 deck. They got into the native customs, and they also got into the native spiritual connection and aspect of it all, from north, south, east, west, to colors, to all of that. And I love that about this card, and I'm looking forward to getting more accustomed with this deck and becoming better at reading with it and getting to know it. It's totally great. So if you were looking for a little bit information about this deck, hopefully I gave you enough. It's an awesome deck, especially if you have Indian heritage. Even if you don't have Indian heritage, the little book that they give you breaks down many different tribes. um there was one of the tribes that sounded like the tribe my parents were from, but it wasn't exactly the same thing. I think it was the Giveaway. Some people pronounce it Ojibaway, some people pronounce it Giveaway, but they had something in there, something way, and I considered it the same thing as the Giveaway, because they were talking about the Yibbaway women, and they were explaining how the Yibbaway women are very different from others. They don't really nest with men too quickly or too tough. Something just fell. We don't mess with men too quickly or too tough, to the point of, because they're warriors. They're more so warriors, and the thinkers, and they're the medicine women. They're the shaman. And when you're a medicine woman like me, or when you're a shaman, or when you're a life coach, or when you're a healer, or when you're a spiritual Reiki master, whatever, if you're in the arts of healing, there is a certain level of mental mental prowess that one will have as a teacher, instructor, learner, more so than just a student. I've been through a lot, and like I say, I have my PhD in international life coach managing through my life experience. Ain't this ain't, what I have is no paper that I got online. No, this is the real, I'm the real deal here. All right. So, yes, if you're looking for a tarot set, you guys, check this one out. It is completely worth it. Anyway, thanks you guys for listening. Thanks you guys for watching. Oh, you know what? Let me give you a quick example. I connected with my cards in one way. Like, I was getting something, and then this Indian chant just came out of me, and I knew it was my cards connecting with me. And what was the words? Iya, 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 iya. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I felt like my babies were like talking to me. They were like, "Mama, mama." Connect with your pieces, grow with them, get stronger. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Again, my name is Isha. Thanks for watching another video. Again, this was the Native American Tarot card. I'll see you soon. And remember, you guys, don't be afraid to connect with a crystal. Don't be afraid to connect with your tarot cards. Don't be afraid to connect with your stone ring. Don't be afraid to connect with your plastic, what's this shit called again? Dream catchers. Don't connect with your little metal plastic dream, whatever it is. If it's real metal, if it's real stone, the frequency is higher, but you can connect with something simple as this plastic deck of cards. Get it twisted. This has been another one. Isha Raz, Ishara's world. See you next time, guys. In my house. My house.